Hello there, everybody. Welcome to the Surviving His Sex Addiction and Betrayal Trauma Show. I am Jenni Rochelle. It's Sunday, so we're here live as I am every Sunday to talk about how to recover from discovering that your husband is a sex addict or has betrayed you. I'm a Betrayal Trauma Specialist, which means I work with women who are going through that life experience. I'm a life coach, yoga teacher, spiritual director, and yeah, that's what I'm here to do. But the funny thing is what has been very personal for me has become very universal this week. And so, as a human collective, we are sort of going through all of the things that we are experiencing this sort of worldwide trauma. And so the things that I teach, partners of sex addicts, ex-partners of sex addicts, women who've experienced betrayal trauma, now everybody needs to be practicing these things on pretty much a daily basis. So this whole last week, every day I stopped by with a daily mantra for dark times. This coming week, what I'm going to do is be stopping by around 5-ish, 5 p.m.-ish Central Daylight Time, I think, to share with you one sort of tool for self-regulation. So hope you'll stay tuned every day. I know there's so many people doing so many cool offerings right now on live videos. So pick what's best for you and know that we all store everything in our feed so that you could come back and watch it at a later time. So today, what I want to talk about is self-regulation. So, for those of you who follow me, you know I have a guidebook called the Surviving His Sex Addiction and Betrayal Trauma Guidebook. You can get it at sexaddictionguidebook.com for free. And I talk about a lot of these things, these sort of like 6-7 essential steps that I use when I'm working with partners who are trying to reclaim their lives. This last week we talked about safety and how to create safety during these uncertain times. This week we're going to be focusing on, like I said, self-regulation. That's sort of step 2. In order to create safety and feel safety, we have to stay regulated in our bodies. So what does that mean? It means that at any given moment, our body is in like one of 3-4 different states. And right now, a lot of times I feel like the world is either in fight or flight or we're in freeze. And so fight or flight is like when you're in your house and you feel like you're coming out of your body and you want to run around the block. And I know I've talked to a lot of women who've like literally been, and myself included, running around the block a lot this last week. And then freeze is that like can't concentrate, can't get anything done, can't get out of bed. You feel sort of immobilized and shut down, and that's a freeze response. And that is happening at this worldwide level right now. And what's happened is, right, we are not individual units. We are all connected. Our nervous systems are all interconnected. And so what happens is we start to feel the energy and the dysregulated nervous systems of everybody in our house, in our neighborhood. You know, if you go out to the grocery store, the fear is palpable. It's real. Like that, I'm just telling you, you're not making that up. And it's real what's happening in your body right now. So now more than ever, we need to focus on staying regulated, self-regulated, co-regulated. We need other people to regulate with. So today, and a lot of what this week will be drawn from is this incredible book, The Polyvagal Theory in Therapy by Deb Dana. Polyvagal theory was developed by Stephen Porges. Amazing, and it sounds sort of big and well, whatever, and it's actually pretty simple. We have a vagus nerve that connects the base of our spine into our belly. Our face is interconnected, and just talks about all this stuff in our body is how we stay regulated. And the really important thing that I want to stress is like 80% of the sensory information that we take in from our environment and like in terms of cues of safety is bottom up, meaning our body is taking in 80% of the information. 80%. Our brain, 20% is top down information. Only 20% comes in here. So that's why when you find yourself in fight or flight, your body is reacting to something that your brain hasn't caught up with yet. And so that's why it's really important to sort of keep those things, like stay in your body, stay present to your body. Like that's how we stay calm and regulated. So today, the tool that I'm going to share with you is called Self-Touch. And it's from this lovely book, and there's so many great exercises in this book. I would urge you to get it. It's a quick read. It was for me. Loved it. Self-touch is something that you can do by yourself. You can also do it with a loved one. You can mirror one another. And so they're basically 4 or 5 exercises. 4 physical, one is a mental one. So the first self-touch exercise that you can do is just to put your hands on your heart, okay? You're literally just laying your own hands on your body. And just take deep breaths, right? In through your nose and out through your mouth. And just feel the soothing touch of your own hands. Then the second one is to put one hand on your face and one hand on your heart. And continue to breathe deeply. The muscles in our face and in our heart are all connected to our nervous system, and that's why it's good to pay careful attention to all of those things. The third one that I teach you is to put one or both hands at the base of your skull. This is where that vagus nerve hooks into the base of your skull, into your cranium, and just feel lovingly supported. You can also put one hand on your skull, one hand on your face. One hand on your heart. And so as I'm breathing deeply, I'm also consciously bringing attention to my pelvic floor and trying to relax that muscle, relax muscles in my body. And then the fourth thing that you can do is to bring your hands and cup them over your eyes. Put your fingers on your forehead and your palms over your eyes, but don't actually touch your face. And then lastly, it's just to recall a powerful sensory moment where you felt someone else's touch, maybe a massage, maybe at the beach in the water, maybe a loving embrace with someone, maybe cuddling with your kids in the morning when they come in the morning and they're all snuggly and sweet, or when they were babies. And just really try to feel into and really be called